Hey guys, I'll start, I guess. JD, but Christian Jackson, man, when was the last time you saw a guy like that shoot the ball that well? I mean, how tough was that to deal with throughout?
He's a quick guard, coming off ball screens. He just had it going tonight. I think we could have just done a little better, or just playing better defense, whether it's in the gap or ball screen defense or guys and help side. I think we just could have played a better game defensively down the stretch.
Ben, this is a loss, don't get me wrong, but it felt like you guys grew up a little bit in the second half or found a way to find another gear against what a lot of people think is the best team in the league today.
Yeah, it's definitely a positive to see our guys just go out there and fight like that. Coming out of halftime down 16, I think. Yeah. Obviously not the outcome we want, but something that we just got to build off of, and we got to get back tomorrow and just keep pushing.
It felt like a game that if you ever got the lead, you guys were going to be in good shape. Did you guys kind of have that feeling too? Like you kept getting close, and they'd hit a ridiculous shot.
It was just literally just one of those plays away, just getting the key stop down the stretch. What just started killing us was we just kept trading baskets back and forth, and they're definitely an offensively powered team, so you can't really do that with those teams.
How frustrating is it when you get stuck in a stretch like that, where you guys throw a punch and then 10 seconds later they're throwing another punch right back at you?
It's obviously frustrating. Just getting a little bit of momentum and then them hitting a tough shot, but that's something that we just got to work on. Just knowing who the shooters are, knowing our personnel, and yeah, we're just gonna keep working.
What is it about Jackson? I mean, he's listed as 5'8", but I mean, is it his speed that makes him tough to stop? Is it the fact that he literally just can make baskets whenever he wants? I mean, what is it about him that makes him so tough to defend?
He's a good player. He's 5'8", but if you're talented and you play hard, man, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things can happen for you in this league, and you really had it going today, just quick off the ball, can really shoot it. Kudos to him.
And you're sitting on the bench for most of the first half, picking up the 2 early fouls. With the up and down first half, what's just going through your mind, knowing that you have to sit those minutes?
It's frustrating at times, but at the same time, if I'm on the bench with 2 fouls, I got to do whatever I can to help those guys, whether that be at timeouts, talking to Mason and Nate, just getting involved with the guys on the bench, trying to get some energy. But yeah, just trying to do whatever I can to help the guys who are out there.
Without too much detail, what are those conversations like?
Just talking to them about positioning on defense, who they're guarding, just little things like that.
And then in the second half, you come back and the impact you make, it's very clear. Just what's it like to have that respect warranted from opposing teams?
It feels good at times, but at the same time, I know that it's my teammates helping me get those baskets and having the impact. They're the ones setting me up to do those things. So it's just keep being a team player through those times.
What did you guys do offensively in the second half? That was probably the best 20 minutes of putting points on the board we've seen from you guys this year.
I think just biggest thing was just moving the ball, just playing good basketball. First half, we was playing stagnant at times. I think just in the second half, we just did a better job 1 through 5, just moving off the ball or with the ball, relocating. As you've seen, we were shooting layups and wide open threes, so we're capable of doing that. It's just we got to just be consistent everyday people, whether it's in practice or in game.
Jordan, it seemed like the combo had more energy today than it has at any point this season. How much of a boost is that for you guys when you're making that run, cutting the deficit all the way down to 2 points?
It's lovely, man. Anytime you hit a big shot or even if it's a dunk, the crowd's it's going crazy. It's so intense on the court. I don't know, man. It just makes you just want to play harder.
Jordy, is this a game that can still turn spirits around a little bit? I mean, you guys have been going through quite a losing stretch, and being 2 wins against these year Michigan. Is this something that you can build off of and turn things around?
Yeah, I think every game we can build up off of, whether it's win or loss. We just got to be able to just come in practice, digest the film. Seeing what we did good, seeing what we did bad. We got to keep moving forward. And we still got 11 games left in the conference, and we're on to the biggest games of the year. So I think we'll be ready by that time.
Ben, we've heard consistency for like 3 or 4 weeks now from this team. How do you find that, or is that just something that's going to develop with repetition? Not you specifically, but the team getting making stops, making shots, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think this last week of practice was probably one of the best weeks of practice we've had, just competing, playing hard the whole entire practice, going through drills with just an intensity that we might not have had at other points. And I think that boosted us in today's game, and that's something that we just need to continue to do, is just go through practice with the mindset that we're practicing for game reps and just translating it to the game.
Did we see your team kind of adjust on the fly in that regard today? That mindset, that intensity level, it looked like Akron was quicker the first 8 minutes or so, and then after that it seemed like a real battle. Is that you guys matching their intensity, those game speed reps?
Yeah, obviously they're a very good team. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, athletic, quick. But yeah, just little things like just having our hands up on ball screens and London diving on the floor for a loose ball. Just little things like that can do so much for us as a team. Like just give us so much momentum, and we just need to continue to do those things throughout the entirety of a game.
How much energy do you guys get when you go back to the bench and see your coaches, you know, waving his hands, pumping up the crowd after big shots, things like that?
I think it's just, I don't know, it's just energy, it's just energetic behaviors, you know. It's just when you see that he's compassionate about the game and he wants to, you know, win as bad as anybody other person in the gym, you know, it definitely boosts your confidence, seeing him do those things.
Well, it's a loss, Jeff, but it looked like you were having fun, and it looked like your team grew up a little bit today. Did you get a sense of that? Or is it win-loss, that's all?
No, I think, it's part of the growth deal, and it's the same thing. And, we talked about coming out, the first war, getting out to a great start. That's a high-powered offense, and a very good defense. And, we got the stops, but then they're getting offensive rebounds, second chances. I think it happened 3 times in the first war. They had 6 offensive rebounds in the first half. And, you can't spot a team, those many extra possessions in a game like this. And then, obviously, the second foul on Ben Vanderplas really hurt us. I don't know what the score was when he came out, but, they extended that thing. I think it might have been an 8-point game, 10-point game. And, we wanted to try to keep it to 6 to 8 going into halftime, and it was 16. So that swing really hurt us. The other day as well, when he got in foul trouble. And, halftime, I thought our guys could have, folded, but they didn't, like they haven't all year. They're great kids, and they responded the way I thought they would. And, I told them after the game, the tail 2 halves, the energy level, is what we need to do for 40 minutes. And, every single guy who played, at one point, there's one possession somewhere that you could have done something with a little bit more effort, to change the outcome of the game, including myself. And, that's where we got to continue to get better. We had 2 great days of preparation, coming into the game. And like I said, I thought we battled back, got it to, 2 with a chance. And, they made plays there. That's a good team. And, one guy, was really good off a ball screen. We tried to trap him. We tried to send him to his offhand, and he's really good at getting into the paint, finishing the floater, or kicking out to 3 guys who can make threes.
What is it about that one guy, Lauren Christian Jackson, makes him a tough guard?
He's quick. He can shoot it. He can dribble it. He can pass it. That's a tough combination. And we changed our ball screen coverage late, where we were trapping him off of it. And he's so quick. Sometimes he can still get around you. And you want to try to get other guys to make plays. I thought I didn't really see it, but that was a big call, at the end when he missed and there was a foul. But I thought the refs did a great job. That was a really good crew. But at the end of the day, he made plays, when he needed to.
Coach, in the big picture, this is still another game where it's really 10 2 halves. Is there a way we can kind of put a stop to the sort of inconsistency of having a bad first half and then?
Yeah, I got to try to figure that out. And, it's like we play well in spurts. When we play well, we're a pretty good team. And we've proven against 2 really good teams that, we can go toe-to-toe with them. But, it comes down to that fine line of, when maybe talent-wise or coaching-wise, whatever it may be, those one possession, those little things matter. Whether you have a hand down on a 3-point shooter and they hit a 3. Whether you don't sprint back on defense and leave a guy wide open. Whether you don't block out, those type of things matter. And, those are the things that we got to continue to understand individually and as a team, having personal pride, understanding, those are game-winning plays. And I think we're getting there, and we're doing it, but just not consistent enough to win. But, I love my guys. I love our team. Their mindset's good. It's a fragile group. We've lost some games that we've, had a chance to win, but we've been in pretty much every game we played.
So is it more frustrating or more encouraging that this is another game that you can chalk up to where 3 or 4 plays go?
I think a little bit of both. I think from a standpoint, it was encouraging to see our guys respond the way they did. It was frustrating to see how we started the game. And then when Ben Vanderplas came out to, I think, Nate might have missed a 3, and then they come right back down and hit a 3. That's a 6-point swing. And those, those are big possessions in the game. When you're playing a really good offensive team, you can't afford to just give them, those points.
Second straight game where you guys really got burned by a point guard who can create his own shot and also use the pick and roll. Is there anything you want to do defensively, maybe for the return visit up to Akron?
Yeah, I mean, we'll make some adjustments. We like I said, we tried to change our ball screen coverage. We did multiple deals on him, and he's a really good player. I mean, he's done it to everyone they played. I think other than Toledo, this is they've beaten everyone else by double digits. And, I think it says a lot about kind of where we are, what we could be. We got a lot of games left. We got 11 games left. And every game's going to matter. Road game's going to matter. Home game's going to matter. And now it's like, you want to continue the growth in the process of getting better. Keep their mindset in a positive frame. Understand that, you're right there. And continue to build towards the MAC tournament. And, you look at, John Gross was here. He finished 9th, 8th, 5th, and 4th. They didn't win the league. His MAC record was 34-30, but, he had his team ready to play 2 times, in MAC tournament and went to Sweet 16. So the growth has got to continue. The positivity's got to be there. The togetherness has got to be there. And, they're great kids. They'll come back and work tomorrow.
Coach, you mentioned the early 2 fouls from BVP, and you know that you got to sit them because you need them in the second half. For you, what's that like, knowing you have to sit one of your best players?
Not fun. I probably should have put him back in the game. Trust him a little bit more. We did that one game, and he ended up picking up a quick one again. But he's a big part of what we do offensively, defensively. He's one of our leaders, one of our best players. And I probably should trust him a little bit more in that situation. And also on the flip side, he's got to be a little smart, understand. And his second foul, flip a coin 50-50. Did he move? Did he not? If you call that, you could call a foul every single possession. But we got to look at it, and I need to trust him a little bit more.
He's sitting on the bench, but he's still very much involved in the game. To you, what does that say about him as a player, as a teammate?
I think that's who he is. He's a great teammate, great kid, great young man, great student, great player. He's just an all-around, like, all-American kid. And, he's really evolved, him and Jason Preston, in the last couple of weeks from a leadership standpoint, being more vocal, taking ownership. And, before they weren't doing that. And I think that's another huge step in our growth process is those guys, holding guys accountable, holding themselves accountable. And, he spoke up after the game. And I think it's a big step in his maturity.
And then the second half, he comes out and, he does what he does. Kind of just speak on the respect that he warrants from opposing teams. I mean, I can think of a couple of times this past game where he's got the ball in the paint and it seems like the whole entire defense is around him.
Yeah, and teams are going to game plan for him, try to, double team him, take him out of what he's, take him out of his spot where he wants to post up. And, we got to continue to find ways to get him the ball down there. We know he's either going to get fouled, score the ball, or, get somebody a wide open shot. And, we're going to keep doing it.
Did you guys figure anything out in the second half today? 54 points is the most you've had in the half all season. You shot 56% against one of the better defensive teams in the league. Did some things kind of come into place or click together for you guys in the last 20 minutes?
Well, coming into the game, we wanted to do in the first half what we did in the second half. And I thought the first half they were more physical. They, didn't allow the entry passes in our set plays that we needed. They were the tougher team. And then once we got out of our set play, we went into our 4-out 1-in motion and we stood. Guys were just dribble. You're not winning the game against that team just driving them. They're long, they're athletic, they're a heavy gap team. When you drive in there, they're going to collapse. And we were just standing. In the second half, I thought we screened better, we moved better, we shared the ball better, we swung the ball, ball reversals were there. And really, that was the difference.
Do you think in like a month or two, we'll look back at the second half as maybe a time where the season kind of turned around for you guys on the offensive end?
I think it could be. I hope so. You know, and like I said, you can go back in every game. You know, we've been in every game we've lost, and you know we're going to continue to play close games. And we just have to understand the sense of urgency, the value of every possession, you know, and making game-winning plays when it matters.
Coach, there were times when it looked like you were, the biggest fan in the building visually. It's been a while since you've had a game here like that. I mean, what was it like to kind of?
Yeah, awesome crowd. You know, awesome crowd. Obviously, you know, with the military, you know, the flag, you know, the band, cheer, dance. I mean, it was a great student section, and you know, when this place gets loud, you know, it's a great atmosphere, and you know, I think our job as players and coaches is to continue to play hard, play the right way, you know, be involved on campus, you know, do our job so people when they come, you know, they get excited and want to come back and they want to tell somebody. And I think our guys are doing that. You know, I think they share the basketball. They're a great group of guys. They play hard. You know, so we just got to continue to keep doing that, and hopefully, you know, the word spreads and we continue to pack this place.